The crypto casino is open again. MogCoin more than doubled in this month. Most of the gains have been made in the last week. Let's have a look at some on-chain data. Let's see who's buying, who's selling. Is there some manipulation happening by the centralized exchanges? Let's dive into the data most people are not considering. So we are currently at 502066. We more than doubled in the last month, but this didn't happen without its drama. 60% of those gains happened in the last week. Now this is not the first video on MogCoin. I already published one 4 months ago. That was on the 6th of March when the price was still more than 50% below to where it is today. At the time, not many people were talking about MogCoin, so the performance of that video wasn't really that great. It underperformed your typical video, but then a rally happened, then attention caught up. Now it's an above average video. And so now MogCoin is way more popular. Look at this. This is another video. This outperformed pretty much from the beginning. Here's another one, also quite nice outperformance. And so I try to start covering altcoins when most people aren't yet looking at it. If you want to be early next time, feel free to follow channels like this. Let's now have a look at the on-chain metrics, at the 25,000 holders that are on Ethereum and at the 69,000 holders that are on the base chain. There are two versions of the token. There's a very interesting on-chain effect with MOG. We see that the small retail people are continuing to accumulate the token while the whales tend to take some profit. Have a look at the following charts. On the left, we've got the number of wallets that have roughly $1,000 worth of MOG. On the right, we've got the number of wallets that have $100,000 worth of MOG. And in the middle, it's $10,000 worth of MOG. So it's always a 10x from 1,000 to 10,000 to 100,000. And have a look. The smallest wallets continue to buy. They rarely sell in aggregate. Medium-sized tends to sometimes sell. The whales, they sold off massively up until September of last year, but now they tend to slowly reaccumulate again. Let's check what happened in the last month where the price more than doubled. Here are the same kind of charts, but only for the last month, the same kind of thresholds. Again, the number of retail investors grew by roughly 10%. Medium-sized retail grew by a bit less, maybe 6 or 7%. And the whales did not increase in numbers. Here's the same for the base chain. It looks like here accumulation has already stalled quite a bit. So that's the all-time charts and that's the last month. Now let's have a look at the mega whales. Let's have a look at the centralized exchange balance accounts. Let's see if they are accumulating. So you can simply go to Etherscan and we can look at the largest wallets. Again, I'm focusing here on Ethereum because just have a look at how many more wallets there are that have quite a bit of capital in this. On Ethereum versus base, Ethereum is pretty much at least 10 times larger in terms of significance. Let's start off with the Bybit hot wallet that's accumulating over time. This is a smart contract wallet. We can forget about that. Let's have a look at the crypto.com wallet that also tends to accumulate. And let's have a look at this unlabeled wallet. This is not a centralized exchange. It's not a smart contract either. It's not a burner wallet either. It's not dead. This is a real trader's wallet with almost 3% of all of supply of MOG. That wallet bought quite massively, but now tends to somewhat take profit. At least it did so in the second week of June. So that was over here. This was probably driven by that massive whale. Here's the beauty about the blockchain. We can dive into what are those whale wallets holding besides MOG, right? That whale already made a ton of money with MOG, but maybe there's some interesting holdings besides MOG as well. The holding in MOG is 23 million worth, but there's also a small position in the APU token. So I will publish a video on APU on this channel either today or tomorrow as well. So again, if you're interested in that, feel free to follow this channel. And so we can even follow the transactions of this wallet, right? We can see when this wallet is buying or selling. It seems to be somebody that's very active NFT trading as well. He tends to be selling quite a few NFTs. And there are small accumulation bets on MOG as well. And so this is, I believe, how we can get an edge in the market. We need to track the wallets that tend to make smart moves. So there's, for example, Ether Drops. Simply go to this website, right? Dropstab.com or search for Ether Drops. It's a tool that's 100% free. You can plug in any wallet there and then you get a Telegram message whenever the wallet does a transaction. So let's say this MOG whale starts selling MOG massively, or let's say this MOG whale buys another meme coin massively. That could be very interesting information. I've also made an entire tutorial course just on wallet tracking, on finding wallets and how to track them. So you can, for example, reverse search NFTs, or you can scan the blockchain with Dune Analytics and Etherscan for current holding amounts. We can use the Friend Tech database, we can use DBank, we can use Arkham. There's all kinds of approaches. And besides Ether drops, there's also Arkham alerts and Cielo alerts. It's all explained over here. That's part of Premium. It's down below. Feel free to check it out, thebitcoinstrategy.com. Now here's what's interesting about MogCoin. Pretty much all trading volume happens either decentralized on Uniswap or on Gate.io. And we've already established how Gate.io tends to accumulate. There is a bit of leverage in the market because the perpetual futures are being used. That's especially on Bybit and on Blowfin and XT.com. Blowfin and XT.com are pretty much white labeled Binances. Most levered action happens on Bybit. But what's interesting about all of this data is that this is not a whale driven rally. This is retail simply accumulating, hoping for higher prices. As long as this does not flatten out, I believe that price drops are potential buying opportunities. Right now, of course, we are not in a price drop and the volatility can be massive, right? We can drop by more than 50%. I also had a quick look at our influencer wallet tracking in Premium. We have already a few wallets that we are tracking, but unfortunately for our tracked wallets, we actually did not see any early purchases. But the first video on this channel was already on March 6th. If you got some value out of this video, feel free to give this a like. It will help the channel grow. In case you've got Telegram, then you are more than welcome to join us. It's 100% free. The link is down below as well. Looking very much forward to chatting with you.